reason for anyone from a township to go to a mayor's conference. A mayor's conference is a mayor.
Prepare yourself as we are about to dive into one of the most shocking stories currently unfolding in suburban Chicago. This unfolding drama includes allegations of corruption, misappropriation of public funds, retaliation, and even FBI involvement. Yes, we are talking about Tiffany Henyard, the township supervisor for Thornton, and the self-proclaimed super mayor of Dolton, Illinois. Her name has likely been making headlines recently, and it's no surprise given the extravagant parties and accusations of political intimidation. With each twist, this story becomes even more explosive.
You are up here at this special meeting and not downstairs.
What's going on with Tiffany Henyard, and why is the FBI getting involved? Get ready for a wild ride. It all started with whispers about her questionable behavior, but no one could have predicted how far things would escalate over the past 2 years. Business owners, village employees, and even trustees have come forward, alleging a tangled web of corruption and power grabs as rumors of her alleged misconduct spread. It seems the FBI has decided that the time has come to step in and investigate the situation.
But it's just something we felt important that had to be done, that should be done. But like I said,
Tiffany Henyard has been accused of living the high life at taxpayers' expense, including lavish travel, according to her critics. So how did things go so wrong? There have been reports of massive spending on personal security and alleged pressure on local businesses to support her political ambitions. The residents of Dolton are outraged, and the town is in disarray. Let's begin by examining how the FBI became involved. It seems that Dolton business owners have been facing numerous challenges not due to market conditions, but because they refuse to align with Henyard's political agenda. One of the most striking incidents involves Lawrence Gardner, who runs a U-Haul trucking and rental business. In Dolton, Gardner claims that his business license renewal was denied solely because he declined to participate in a community event sponsored by Henyard, after refusing to contribute financially to her event. Gardner alleges he was harassed by Dolton police and even had his business seized. Frustrated, he took his case directly to the FBI, but Gardner isn't alone. Several other business owners have also come forward with similar complaints.
Finding of an investigation of village finances and the spending habits.
Several other local business owners have reported similar experiences. Local restaurant owner Dwayne Wood feels targeted because his establishment has been serving some Dolton trustees who oppose Henyard. Wood is now stunned to find himself facing unexpected obstacles. Although he has not directly contacted the FBI, he firmly believes that his business is being blackballed due to his association with Henyard's political rivals. This leads him to suspect that the challenges he's encountering in renewing his business license are far from coincidental.
To go and investigate people.
This isn't just affecting a few businesses. It's starting to reveal a troubling pattern. In another complaint, Georgie Towing alleges that Henyard blocked their business license renewal simply because they refused to support her election campaign. If this sounds like the plot of a bad crime drama, you're not alone. It's the kind of small-town scandal that has everyone talking and now calling for answers.
I do not handle that.
Some of those charges are for you, though.
And that's where the FBI comes into the picture. They have reportedly been conducting covert investigations and interviewing witnesses for some time. Federal agents have been spotted around Dolton Village Hall gathering evidence and using electronic surveillance to probe the allegations against Henyard. While they remain tight-lipped about specific details, the scope of the investigation appears to cover everything from financial mismanagement to political intimidation. Financially, the accusations against Henyard continue to pile up, adding more pressure on local businesses. She has also been accused of grossly misusing public funds. Reports claim she has been living lavishly by using village funds to cover vacations, luxury accommodations, and even overtime pay for her personal security team. Residents are demanding answers about the alleged hundreds of thousands of dollars spent to ensure Henyard's comfort and safety. Given that Dolton is a small village, not a large metropolis with endless resources, the idea that taxpayer money may have been used for extravagant parties and first-class trips has only fueled public outrage. For years, village trustees have been raising concerns about budget issues, but it seems those warnings were ignored. Now, with the FBI involved, there is renewed hope that the truth will finally come to light.
So now Robert Collins has filed a lawsuit.
One of the most damning pieces of evidence involves a trip Henyard and her entourage took to Las Vegas. While a small business trip can be entirely legitimate, this one has all the hallmarks of a scandal. Not only was the trip exorbitantly expensive, But there are also allegations that it wasn't solely for business purposes. To complicate matters further, a lawsuit has been filed, accusing Henyard of retaliating against a former employee who raised concerns about improper conduct during the trip. Lawsuit brought by Henyard's former assistant and a police officer alleges mistreatment by the village administration. While the legal case is still ongoing, this is the kind of negative publicity no sitting mayor wants, especially during a federal investigation. Additionally, if you thought Henyard might permit an internal probe to clear her name, think again. She had an opportunity to allow a thorough review of her spending, but chose to veto a motion that would have initiated the investigation. Unsurprisingly, this move has only deepened public suspicion. Village trustees have since announced their intention to override her veto and move forward with the investigation. So what is she trying to hide? In the meantime, the political drama continues to unfold. During village meetings, in one particularly tense session, residents and trustees demanded answers, but instead of engaging in a productive discussion, Henyard had a resident removed from the meeting after accusing her of stealing from the villages. Not a good look when public perception already leans toward suspicion.
Feels like she's under it.
If you thought things couldn't get any worse, hold on tight, Daltons. Financial troubles have reached a new low. The village's law firm has decided to drop them as a client. That's right, the firm that has represented Dalton in nearly 20 lawsuits has given up because the village can no longer afford to pay its legal bills. Henyard's mismanagement has plunged Dalton into such financial chaos that even their lawyers are walking away. The law firm Delgado Law Group sent a letter to the village announcing their intention to withdraw from all cases due to non-payment of fees. While the exact cause may be unclear, it undoubtedly has something to do with Dalton's mounting debt, which runs into millions of dollars, especially with the FBI investigation looming. So how is Tiffany Henyard responding to all this? You might expect her to keep a low profile or perhaps issue a public apology, but instead she's been hosting lavish events and posting on social media as if nothing is wrong. Most notably, she organized an event called the Friends of Tiffany Henyard Picnic, which resembled a campaign rally complete with free food, bounce houses, and even skating. The worst part? Village trustees refused to fund the event, calling it a frivolous expense. Henyard claims she covered the costs out of her own pocket, but the timing is questionable to say the least. At the picnic, Tiffany Henyard took to the microphone with confidence, firmly declaring that she has never stolen anything, and that she was chosen by God to lead the people. While this might have been an inspiring message under normal circumstances, it's harder for residents to take her words seriously, given the serious allegations against her. When questioned about her spending, Henyard dismissed the criticism, claiming that people are simply trying to control her because she is a strong independent woman, a bold stance to take while under federal investigation. Despite the mounting scrutiny, Henyard continues to push forward. However, the sentiment among Dalton residents tells a different story. There is a growing sense of betrayal and frustration. Within the community, one resident even suggested that Dalton residents should forcibly remove officials from office, change all passwords and locks, and cancel all credit cards, a drastic call to action reminiscent of measures taken in other cities. Facing similar scandals, another outraged resident wrote, "Lock up these scammers and their minions. They will blame her, but they're guilty too." The situation has become so tense that even those tasked with protecting the community feel uneasy. Some firefighters and residents have come forward with claims that Henyard embezzled funds from their retirement accounts. However, many are reportedly afraid to speak publicly due to fear of retaliation. The fact that those who risk their lives for the community feel intimidated by their own mayor is deeply troubling and aligns with the pattern of fear and coercion that many in the village have reported. As the FBI investigation continues with new accusations surfacing almost weekly, it's becoming clear that Henyard may find it difficult to escape these allegations. So what do you think? Should Tiffany Henyard resign? Does she deserve a chance to defend herself and clear her name? Could this all be a case of political sabotage, or is it simply time for Dalton to move on? Share your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe for more updates on this unfolding story. This saga is far from over. Until next time, thanks for watching Visual Vortex.